Cicero Holmes. Perrin Underbow. This the man. This the dude.
Me?
This the dude.
Oh.
Y'all know him?
I don't know him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we about to get to know him.
Oh, for real? All right. Let's do that.
Tell me, who is Cicero Holmes?
He is an enigma wrapped in a riddle, wrapped in a burrito, wrapped in some rice paper, in a seaweed sushi roll.
A lot of rapping.
Yeah, with wasabi.
Gotta keep it spicy.
Gotta keep it spicy. Gotta keep it spicy. Yeah.
I mean, what brought Cicero Holmes here?
My love of joy. Like, I'm just gonna talk in euphemisms, right? Like, honestly, what brought me here is Tanya the Pass. The trust that I had in her. She was the one who said, "Hey, WotC is looking to do a Chicago-based D&D stream with all people of color." And they asked me if I had some people that I knew would do it, and I thought of you and Brandon and Sharif. Y'all want to be down? And it's like, yeah, Tanya, I'll follow you to the end of the earth. So, it's my trust in Tanya. I had never played D&D before. I can't thank her enough. This is literally one of the greatest things I've ever gotten involved with.
It is funny because Tanya played a big part in me getting here. Helping her out at PAX Unplugged.
Right.
That was a big jumping off point
for
me. And now it's like, less than a year later, I'm here at D&D Live.
Yeah, Tanya, it's all about you. You are the sunshine of our lives. You're the centerpiece. Without you, our worlds will fall apart. Tanya the Pass.
Tanya the Pass.
Yeah. 2020 into forever.
What did Cicero Holmes get up to this weekend?
Man, it was a lot of just kind of running into people. Like, these things are like summer camp. So it's running into people that you had seen before, catching up with them, running into new friends, running into people that you followed and you're fans of, and finding out that they're fans of what you do, and that's crazy. And then running into people that aren't that are fans of yours, and you're like, what? Like, I'm an idiot. What? You're doing this wrong. But
what are you, a fan of me? What
right,
are you doing? Fix your life.
But yeah, it is really just a fun moment to kind of like geek out with like-minded folks. Both those people with great tans, such as you and me, and people without tans. But the thing that I've really loved this year, especially over last year, was last year's event was more of a media event or a marketing event where it was just kind of staff and production and talent. And then on Sunday was a family day. This year's was more open to the fans and more open to attendees and people that are really kind of fanatical about, really love D&D. And so that part has been really, really great, has been being able to see and talk to those people and like see their energy and be able to feed off of their enthusiasm, not to see me or not to see Rivals, but to see all of the stuff.
Yeah.
So that's been great. And it's been an opportunity for me to educate myself. I'm a year in, I'm still a neophyte with regards when it comes to all things D&D. So learning about Avernus and the Nine Hells has been a great educational experience for me.
Right. I mean, of course, there's always a lot of stuff, but I want to talk about the rotating DM of Rivals.
Yeah.
You've DM'd 2 single episodes.
Yes.
Yes. So now, getting your feet wet in that aspect.
Yes.
Are you ready for maybe 5th season, 6th season, where it's Cicero Holmes at the helm?
Well, we will see. We will see when that happens. I definitely do want to do it. I've seen both the stress and the fun that my fellow castmates have had being in the center chair. I would love to do it, and love to give people a glimpse inside my head.
Cicero Holmes had
not Parents' Head, not Parents' Head. But Cicero Holmes' head. And actually, one of the times that I did DM, we were inside Parents' Head, and that was a fun excursion for Rin and for Shaka, and we got to play around with rolling a bunch of dice and having huge battles inside of a pub. And getting some crazy revelations about Perrin Underbow and his origin story during that time. So that was really cool.
So yeah, I mean, let's say when, because I refuse to accept the cancellation of Rivals.
Okay.
Until at least everybody has DM'd
Okay.
and we've seen the full breadth of the differences.
Sure.
How would you describe your DM style? If you could thinking back those 2 DM moments and just your thought process, what would your DM process be?
I think my DM style would probably be unpredictable and visceral. So I think that when Cicero gets to DM, expect the unexpected. But also I really try to do my best to paint a picture, not only for the people that are watching and for the cast that is experiencing it, but especially for the people that are listening via the podcast, because it is podcasting the theater of the mind, and I want to be as descriptive as I possibly can, so that as people are listening, they can close their eyes. Not if you're driving. Don't close your eyes. But
don't close your eyes while you're driving.
That's a tip from Cicero Holmes.
Word to the wise from Cicero Holmes.
There you go. But you can close your eyes and you can actually visualize what is happening there, and that's one of as a kid growing up and reading books. The books that I connected to the most, and the deepest, were books where the writer just did little things to kind of speak to me in a language that I wasn't even sure. Like it was my lexicon, but I didn't realize it was my lexicon. Where they developed a shorthand for how they describe things, and you were able to pick up on those things, and you could visualize. So instead of reading a book, you're basically reading the book to create the movie in your head, and that's what I want to be able to do for people as they're watching my DM and watching me DM.
Next year's event is like a year away.
Yes.
By then, we'll have at least maybe a season again after season 4.
Yeah, presumably. Yeah.
Well, a season.
Knock on wood. Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah, season 2. So I mean, by then you'll probably hit DM, and you'll be basically veteran status.
Maybe.
Yeah, and then you'll come up in D&D Live 2020. Master, just like brush off the shoulder. People
maybe I'll be on the main stage.
Let's make that happen.
Running a game for Matt Mercer.
Let's make it happen.
All right, hey, listen,
we'll talk to Greg.
We put it in the universe. Put it into the universe.
Cicero Holmes DMing for Matt Mercer main stage. D&D Live 2020.
There you go. Confirmed. Yep. There you go.
We're gonna make it happen.
There you go. All right. Yeah. What I've been finding again, because I'm really so new to this that there are dark versions of our of characters, and those are characters of color. Yeah. But like the least scientific of all, like dark elves live underground, but apparently they're black of skin. Like that makes no sense. Yeah. Those things are weird, and that again that kind of belies the interest and kind of the thought processes of the creators at the time, and like while we can look at it in today's sensibilities and say that was a little short-handed and short-sighted, and it was, it is what it is. But the beauty of this game that we have is our ability to let it evolve. Right. And as a community, as we learn as a community, we can make changes for the better. And I think that there are lots of people that are out there doing that kind of work.
I mean, which is comes back to they're doing the work. There's people doing the work, but they're not seen, they're not heard, overlooked, like through either like specifically being overlooked, or just those people, the biases that people have.
Sure. And lack of visibility, just in general, because the people that are around have been around for a while. They've been plugged in, and we haven't been. We've been around for a while, but we haven't been plugged in for a while. And it's a lot. To build that momentum, it takes a lot of work, which is why Tanya to Pass is so great.
Oh goodness, she's like top tier. Everyone should know her. I mean, hire her. She does so much. We're gonna hopefully be able to get to her, talk to her before the day ends, but we're gonna talk her up.
Yes, absolutely.
But I mean, it's it's that constant work. Of breaking down biases and making sure people are seen, heard, they get connections, they get opportunities. So that is what I'm about. It's yes, of course I want to play, and I don't mind playing with anybody as long as they're not like assholes or anything. But when it comes to people of color, like I know that so many are just unseen, unheard, and there's a lot of issues. They feel pushed out. So I want to bring them into both like a space that they feel comfortable in, and to like get them to a point where they feel comfortable. Like, all right, I'm in the community now. Let me step forward too, if they feel like it, and start helping. So it's always the idea is always a snowball effect of. I help this person feel comfortable. They start playing the game, really get involved, and then they feel, okay, I know some other people of color, friends and all that. Maybe they want to play. Let me talk to them about it. Absolutely. And I feel confident enough to say, there have been and are problematic aspects in terms of like, the media, people sometimes, but there's this space, there's these people, they're here for you.
Well, here's the thing. If you're a person of color and you've been alive for more than a day, you know that there are problematic aspects of everything that you do. And if you are a person of color that can hear the sound of my voice, you realize that you have to continue to exist in spite of the problematic aspects of this thing called life. Beautiful thing, life means forever. It's a mighty long time. But I'm here to tell you that D&D is great.
It is.
And they have the afterlife. I think it's important to acknowledge problematic aspects of all things, but it's equally, if not more important, in my eyes, to focus on the positive things that you can get out of the sweetness that you can extract from that bitter. And it's part of how I live my life. I really try to meet everyone with a smile on my face because I'm genuinely happy to see people and be around them and share in their experiences and experience their energy. But also like it's what I've tried to infuse into Perrin Underbow. Just this kind of like Perrin doesn't get frightened. He looks at every opportunity, even ones that look terrible, as another instance where he can display. He can figure out a way to navigate those waters, and make the best out of it. And I think those are two character traits that both real life me and the character that I play on Rivals Perrin definitely share.
Oh yeah, I mean, to finish off, that is a big part of like I'll every now and then talk about like certain issues,
Right.
but overall it is about reminding people of not just saying, oh yeah, there's racism, like racist instances here, there, and here, but it's like, here's this awesome person of color doing this work. Here's this awesome people
Absolutely.
group consisting of these awesome people of color, and they're here. Let's I want to see way more support for them.
Yes.
And so it's yes, there are. You gotta balance it out.
Yes. Yes.
Of being able to be realistic.
Yes.
There's racist incidents.
Right.
But hopeful that as more people of color and marginalized identities come into the community, we can shift things where it's like it's part of the past. So hopefully as we keep moving, 2020. Way more people of color are visible, not just in front of the camera, but behind.
Yes.
And, not
Creating
just,
stories.
2-3 on stage. Maybe let's have a full Prison Colors cast on that main stage. Let's have Cicero Holmes, DM, and Matt Mercer, main stage, DMD Live 2020.
See you.
Let's make it's so that like the crowd is more representative of the overall community.
Sure.
Let's it's not just this smattering people of color that you see walking around. It's more like give me a big 51%, way more. So it's constant work of not just saying hey come D&D Live next year, but making sure people can come and they feel like they want to come,
right.
And so it's constant work, but it's people doing it.
Yeah.
It's people doing it, and I'm hopeful and excited to see what happens next year.
Yes.
So yeah, we just learned who Cicero Holmes is. What was it? 4-layer wraps.
Yes.
With the spiciness.
Yes.